Hey guys, so I'm doing this quick video basically because I've gotten a lot of questions about why I moved to Phoenix and how my experience has been in Phoenix. My motivation for moving to Phoenix was I just wanted something new. I wanted something different. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I've been talking about moving for a long time, and I've never had the courage to do it. So when I was 14, my dad moved out here, and he's always been trying to get me to come out here to live. And you know, it's always been so nerve-wracking for me because I've never lived away from home. So this year I just called him and I just decided to do something different, and luckily, you know, he was willing to work with me, and my sister also tagged along. So we both ended up selling all of our things and moving here. It is June 30th today, and I have officially been here since June 2nd. So this is my first month in Phoenix, and I've learned so much about myself here, and it's just been a great experience. What I would say is, to those who are considering moving out here, there's just going to be a couple things that you might want to consider before going ahead and making that transition. Alright, so the first thing I would say is it's really hot. I think that you can underestimate how hot it gets based on where you're originally from. So because I was from Cincinnati, I know the humidity is really bad, so it can make it seem like it's 10 times hotter than it really is. So when I got here, I was like, you know, I don't think it'll be worse than Cincinnati. I was wrong. It gets so hot out here. I think the hottest it's been since this summer so far is 115, and so right now it's a little bit over 100, and it gets really hot, and you really need to make sure that you're hydrated when you come here, because a lot of people have passed out or died from heat strokes. So it's really important to stay hydrated, as well as making sure that you have your sunscreen, even if you're not swimming, even if you're not you know, out in the sun all day. It's really important to wear sunscreen, because even my lips were peeling, and I'm like, what's going on? And it's because of the sun, and it's because of constantly being in the sun. So sunscreen is definitely important. Also, if you're considering moving out here, you might want to consider transportation. Transportation is a huge thing. Phoenix is really spread out, and there's a lot of municipalities surrounding it. So you have Chandler, Mesa, you know, what else? Scottsdale. All of these places are outside of Phoenix, of the city of Phoenix, but they're so close that, you know, when you get here, you might confuse them as being the city of Phoenix. So transportation is a huge thing. Because it's so hot, they don't have a lot of buses, because people aren't standing outside. And I think they do have a subway system, but I don't know if it spreads all the way out to the city, to the outside parts of the city. So I don't know how effective that would be. I know I've used Lyft since being here, and I know Lyft is very popular. But what I would say is bring a car. When you come out here, bring a car. From Cincinnati, it's about $1,000 to have your car shipped out here, which is not bad at all. And you can possibly move your whole apartment out here for about $2,000, and that's including a car. So you really might want to consider that as well. The weather is absolutely beautiful. I really love the weather. That's one thing I've really liked being here. I've really liked since being here. But because it is so hot in the summer, a lot of people stay indoors. So, you know, in Cincinnati, the summer is when they have a lot of festivals and things. Well, they don't do that out here because people can't stay out that long, because it gets so hot that people pass out and they often dehydrate. So you won't find a lot of things to do in the summer coming out here. Their summer is like our winter. So in the winter, everybody's indoors. Out here in the summer, everybody's indoors because it's that hot. It's a bit of a transition, but you get used to it as you continue to be here. Also, I will say there is so many different people from all over the U.S. here, and that's one thing I've really liked. I've met a lot of people from Chicago, Detroit, New York, Cali, Florida. Like, there's so many different types of people here, and that's really cool. The diversity is really cool, and that's something I really like about Phoenix. So if you're considering moving to Phoenix, or if you have any questions, feel free to email me at jakari@gmail.com, or hit me up on Instagram at jakarikiana, and I will get back to you with any responses that I have. And you know, take a risk. Phoenix is a great city, and I encourage you, if you have considered moving here, to definitely look into it, because it is a really great city. Also, another thing is, it's not even expensive to be here. Like, it's fairly cheap in comparison to other major cities. And I think Phoenix, in the outside areas alone, there's 4.3 million people here. So that's really good that it's not that expensive for what you get. So I love it here, and I have nothing but good things to say. So if you're, like I said, if you're considering moving here, hit me up. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later.